Okay, y'all, I was trying to do this video live, but for some reason my phone is just like, it won't do it. So, I just decided that I would film it and post it for y'all because it made a lot more sense for me to just kind of talk through it than to try to take pictures or anything like that. So basically, what I'm going to show you today is my skin has just been all kinds of wacky with pregnancy. You can see I have a lot of like scarring going on here. I'm sitting by my window, so the light's probably going to go in and out with the clouds. But you can see over here, like I've just been breaking out horribly the whole time. My dark circles have gotten darker, obviously just from like lack of sleep and getting up in the night all the time. So I just wanted to show y'all kind of what I have been loving and using. So I'm going to do my face makeup for you real quick. So the first thing that I've been starting out with is I've been using our green concealer, and how I've done it two ways, and I'll show you. Sometimes I just kind of take enough, you can see about that much product. Oh, can you not see? There. I'll get about that much, so not too much, and I just dab it like all over the problem areas and use my finger to blend it in. And the reason that you want to use green is because green, that was like a little much, but green counteracts redness, so you're color correcting. So once you go in and then you apply foundation over this, it's like you've neutralized the red areas. So I go in and do this wherever I need to. And like I said, for the areas that have really like scarred since I've gotten pregnant, I just kind of dab it all over, and then the foundation evens it out, and it's just way better coverage. If I have any like just spots, you can see I have a couple right here. What I like to do then is I take a concealer brush. The one that I've been using is the Sigma concealer brush. It's called the F70, and I just dab what's left on here and then go in, and I still blend out with my finger. Blending with the finger really helps the warmth, helps to blend out the product a little bit more. So I find that that kind of helps it to be the most natural, but if you're a beauty blender girl or whatever, then you can totally do that too. A lot of times before I got pregnant, my lip, upper lip, gets real red right above it. So I would go in and use green to color correct that. So you can see, you can still kind of see the green, but like I said, I'm going to apply my makeup next, and it'll cover it and hide it. So the next thing that I fix is I use our medium concealer. This kind of has a peachy undertone to it, and I use this to correct the purple under my eyes, because whenever you are color correcting, like I was talking about with green canceling out red, I take about this much of the medium concealer on my fingers. I just use my ring finger because it's the most gentle, and then I just dab it underneath my eye. So when you're color correcting though, you want to use what is opposite on a color wheel. So like you want to use peachy, yellowy tones to cancel out blues, and dark circles, bruised looking areas. That's the color that you want to use for that. And then that's why you would use green with red. So you want to go opposite. Okay, now that I'm crazy looking, I have been loving our color correcting tinted moisturizer because it's color correcting. So it really just gives a sheer, pretty finish that's great for everyday wear. You can build it up, you can add another layer, you can use powder. Also, depending on the brush that you use, this is the one I like to use just for everyday. It's the Sigma Duo Fiber F50 brush, and I like this stippling brush because it kind of gives two different layers, so I just like this coverage just for everyday wear. But you can use this product with a denser brush, and that'll give you more coverage, or like I said, you can build it up in layers. So you saw I just squirted out one pump. Now on the areas where I had a lot of green, I'm making sure to just dab, because you don't want to like spread the product all over your face, and also that's gonna give the most coverage is dabbing, just pressing it in, and then out towards the edge of my face is where I'll just go for it and just blend out. Forehead, luckily you don't need like a whole lot of coverage, and then I run this just like all over. So I kind of use it as like an eyeshadow primer too. Now, if I still need more coverage, which today I really don't, but I'll show y'all what I do. I either take the tiniest dab, like whatever's left here, or I'll also use our light concealer sometimes. And then I just take my finger and I just go back in and dab any places where I feel like I still need more coverage. So you can see just how much better that made my complexion right there. They say that girls, the old wives' tale, girls steal beauty. That's been the case for me. So now I'm going to show you, you can still kind of see my peachy under here. This is actually one pump of dewy foundation mixed with white concealer. And so what I like to do to just brighten under my eyes and look a little less haggard, is that the right word? Is that how you say it? You know what I mean. Is I go in and just take, this is a Real Techniques brush. I think it's the contour brush, but I'll double check afterwards. And applying it in this triangle shape helps to lift the eyes and just brighten underneath that area. So I just do it like that, super quick. And then with whatever's left on the brush, I don't usually dip back in. I just apply to the center of my face. Now, if I was gonna bronze today, I'll just be real honest and tell you I'm not going to. If I was gonna bronze today though, I would do that here, kind of in the opposite areas that I just added a little bit of a highlight to my face. So all that I'm gonna do next is I am gonna set my under eyes. Lots of times I use the SeneGence just natural translucent powder, but I am like straight up out of it. So today I'm just using this is old, it's Laura Mercier. It's the Secret Brightening Powder. I'm just using it to set a little bit so that I don't get any creasing, just because I did put several layers of makeup underneath my eyes, so I don't want that to crease. SeneGence makeup on its own won't set in it, but I just like to be extra sure since lately I've been really building up the product under there. That's just my like insurance of making sure it does not. Now for the rest of my face today, all I'm going to do is add some chocolate cherry blush scents. I love this color because it's a little bit bronzy, but there's also a little bit of pink to it. I wear it on my eyes. You can also actually wear blush scents on your lips. I have done blush scents with just glossy gloss over it, and I like how that works out. And so I'm just kind of applying this to give my cheeks a little bit of color. And then sometimes what I've been doing, this is the Silver Rose powder. it has a little bit of shimmer in it, so I've just been kind of dusting it on the top of my, over the chocolate cherry, just for a little bit more color and a little bit of shimmer. The chocolate cherry is matte, so some days that's what I want and I don't add anything over it, and then some days I don't. The last thing that I'm going to do is take a little bit of pearlizer, which is like our liquid highlighter. It's actually foundation, but you can see it has this really pretty shimmer in it. I use that year round. I love it. And then I just dab this on the top of my cheekbones and blend it out a little bit, and you can see it just adds that really pretty finish. So, like I said, I am loving our concealers and the color correcting tinted moisturizer lately, just for covering all the crazy things that my skin is doing with this pregnancy. The one thing that I will say is when I want a little bit more coverage, I've also been loving using our foundation, and I'll mix in a little bit of this natural powder, and it makes the foundation a little bit thicker. So I hope that if you are having some skin issues, maybe this video helped you a little bit. If you're interested in any of these products, be sure to let me know, and I have some specials coming for y'all next week. So I'm gonna go throw on, all that I'll probably do is a little bit more of chocolate cherry blush scents on my eyes, some mascara, and then I'll add a lip, and maybe I'll post a picture afterwards. So I hope that y'all have a great day. Bye.